This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by and seeing what I'm up to. I wanted to touch base with you guys real quick about the Creatureplica line. I'm going to link a video down in the description that I uploaded to the channel like 2 or 3 years ago, where I show off the entire Creatureplica line. So if you guys are curious about them, go ahead and check out that other video. It's a cool look at all the different figures. The genesis for this video was a buddy of mine reached out to me because he had watched that other video, and he was like, "Hey man, thanks for bringing these things to my attention. I just bought one off eBay." And I was like, how much did you pay for it? My friend paid $150 for one of these Yetis. And yes, the Yeti is my favorite monster in this line. It's an amazing action figure. But I was like, why did you do that? You know, in the video, I clearly say that if you go to Creatureplica.com, these toys are still available. And just to prove a point, I bought this off of the Creatureplica website. I ordered it like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and boom, here it is. This is the 10th year anniversary of Creatureplica. They came out in 2015. My buddy Gene St. Jean sculpted these, and he released them himself. They are not released by a big toy manufacturing company. They are released through him. If you want these, they are still available. I wasn't joking. They're still available at Creatureplica.com. Yeah, you're looking at like $33, $34 for the figure, as opposed to what my buddy paid, which was $150 and then shipping. So my friend got screwed. So I'm trying to just let everybody else know that if you want these, they are still available. They are available on their website. Okay, so I just talked to Gene St. Jean not too long ago, probably about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. He was getting ready for a toy show in China, and he is playing with the idea of relaunching Creatureplica, sort of a, I don't know if you would call it a second wave of figures, as so much maybe you'd want to call it a Creatureplica 2.0 launching. But tomato, whatever you want to call it, it looks like Gene has several awesome looking, brand new cryptozoological monsters. There looked like there were some alien grays, a Wendigo. What else was there? Maybe a reptilian. I forget, but they were all really amazing looking. And I really hope he gets a chance to launch that second wave of Creatureplica figures. Anyway, guys, let's take a look at this. Now, I'm not going to try to bullshit you guys. These figures are 10 years old. And like I said, I ordered it from the website. And if you can tell, the packaging is slightly yellowed. That is just the packaging. Whether it's NECA, McFarlane, whoever, the packaging is going to yellow. It's the toy itself that I care about, and it looks fine. There's no yellowing to the actual toy. Let's open this bad boy up. He's been sealed in that plastic tomb for a decade. But yeah, like I said, I told my buddy these were available, and I don't know if he forgot. I don't know if he was just lazy. I don't know what it was. But he didn't and I felt bad for him afterwards because I was like, man, you paid way too much. Oh, that new toy smell. Love it. Get this cool artwork, but we're not here for that. These figures are huge. This is my 4th Yeti. I own 3 more of this guy. Like I said, this one's my favorite in the line, and yeah, I've got 3 others, and this is my 4th one. Damn, I forgot how heavy these are. This is a huge chunk of plastic. Look at the amazing face sculpt on this thing that Gene did. Awesome. Just a big giant monkey. And it comes with a cool snowy ice base. Put your little feet in there. They're not actually not little feet, they're great big ass feet. Okay. Anyway, you guys should check out that other video that I uploaded. It shows these off in detail. But I just thought it would be cool to mention that this is the 10th, the 10-year anniversary of Creatureplica. And yeah, these things are huge, guys. That's how big he is next to a. You know what? Let's put her on his base. He's still towering over her. That's a G.I. Joe Classified Series figure. Here's the 1970s live-action Spider-Man. Here is a recent Cosmic Legions figure, the Thraxian Scout that I raved about. Another really cool monster. And he's just a little dwarf next to this giant snow monkey. And let's see, who else? I've got one of those McFarlane Warhammer figures. This is sort of the blank version. I'm gonna paint the shit out of this thing. You guys are gonna love this when I'm done with it. But it's a blank. But this itself is a big chunky piece of plastic, and he looks like a little guy compared to the Yeti. And even, the Yeti's on his base, but I'm trying to do this one-handed. Even if you bring the McFarlane figure up to the, where he would be on the base, he's still just a little guy compared to this big fucking monkey. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about the Creatureplica line, guys. I do recommend checking out that other video that I made where I'm just gushing left and right for this fucking line. Amazing looking action figures. Incredibly sculpted monsters. There's a couple different werewolf type figures. And then there's these monkey figures, the apes, where it's more like, there's several different versions of Bigfoot, and then there's this Yeti. Just They are so cool. They are a giant, hefty action figure. You really feel like you got your money's worth. Even in that other video, I mentioned that at the time I ordered these, 10 years ago, $34 per figure, there was a little bit of a sticker shock. It was kind of like, ouch. But it was definitely worth it. I remember thinking at the time, well, they're a little bit more expensive than normal action figures, but they are well worth it. They're bigger, they're more deluxe, they're sculpted by a fucking genius at sculpting, and you really felt like you got your money's worth. 10 years later, every action figure costs this amount of money, and you still feel like you're getting so much more for your money when you get one of these things. Fucking CoverGirl was almost that much money. They're like, G.I. Joe figures are damn near $30 a piece now. Marvel Legends are in that price range. Everybody is like a $30 figures. Fucking Cosmic Legions and Mythic Legions, you're lucky if you can get one for that price. They're all upwards into the like $50, $60 range. So $34 for an amazing Yeti is, a bargain. Anyway, I'm super proud of the Creatureplica line. I'm glad that Gene was able to make his own figures. And it's cool that, they've stood the test of time for 10 years. They've lasted a decade. And it looks like he is working on part 2 of Creatureplica, so we can all look forward to that. And all right, my friends, thank you for stopping back by. I'll be back with some more monsters very soon. Stay spooky, and as always, happy Halloween.